We are Stockport, a city in size but a town in nature. We don't sit in the shadows of our neighbours. We're just more subtle and down to earth. Many pass through, but those that visit will experience a town built on graft, industry and social values. Proud Stockportians, we have a unique community spirit that believes in the power of togetherness. Football is in our veins. From 1883 and Heaton Norris Rovers to Stockport County as we're known today. This is our home since 1902. These are the turnstiles, the colours, the flags, the drums, the scarf my father wore. We've witnessed celebrations, commiserations and extra time clinches. Now to the next chapter at Edgeley Park. An evolution, not revolution. Building the future whilst preserving the past. A chance to bring the club into the modern era. Old legends will be celebrated and new ones created. A sustainable modern day club built on strong values. Community and people are everything. Without them, we're just a football team. A team built on hard graft and creativity, where our players are role models, inspiring the next generation on and off the pitch. A club at the heart of grassroots football, which inspires and supports players of all abilities. This is proper football, a proper day out. A place where kids can access their heroes, get pictures, autographs and even meet our resident bear. Good local football, beers and food. This is hospitality the Stockport way. There are no new owners here, only new custodians. This is the fans club and to you we say thank you. Enjoy the journey. We are County.
Anything goes when you're dealing with the incomparable, infamous, the one and only Nitro. With the nice throw, I ain't your average Joe, but I walk it and I talk it, acting like I know. Anything goes when you're dealing with the incomparable, infamous, the one and only Nitro. With the nice throw, I ain't your average Joe, but I walk it and I talk it, acting like I know. On Friday nights, I hold the mic like a doty stick, blowing smoke and spitting bars. I'm known for that, you know that. Locked in the cipher with an MC and a master key. Is this your open house?
Good afternoon, welcome back to Edgeley Park. And Edgeley Park so far bathed in sunshine this afternoon. It's quite a balmy afternoon here in SK3 for the latest in County's live games as they continue their pre-season preparations. Edgeley Park, the venue then this afternoon, Stockport County against our near neighbours Curzon Ashton, who've made the short journey from Tameside to be here this afternoon. One or two familiar faces in their ranks as well. We'll talk more about that in just a moment, but quite a lot of new faces in the Stockport County ranks. 10 new signings now for the Hatters this season, and the squad looking well prepared for the new campaign, which is now less than a month away. The only thing missing is you. No supporters, of course, in the ground this afternoon due to the COVID-19 restrictions, and still a big question mark over what will actually happen in October. We hope to get some clarity on that over the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile though, let's take a look back to what happened last week when County made the short trip up to FC Colne.
Fucking no fouls, they got the pressure on us. Right, Lois! Got it inside here! Jamie, cut! Good. Go! Hey, let's go! Head it! Time, Jim! Go on! Just slide! Donny, slide! Alright, Donny inside one now! Good. Back. Whoa. Hey, runners! Hold! You're gonna pull up in 5, do it! Work hard! Hey! Get on the man! We're going in there, reach on the goal! Cross, get the cross in! Get the cross in! Deal with it, big lad! Race if he goes long. Well done, come on, run out, mother! Three set now! Really? Okay. Mama, speed! Big win. You can go on. Touch it, finish! Well done. Good luck for the season, Dave.
So County running out 2-0 winners last weekend away at Colne. Adam Thomas with one of the goals and an assist as well. In form, Adam Thomas retains his place in the starting 11 today. We'll talk about County's starting 11 very shortly, but let's focus on the Nash for now. Whilst County have been busy in the transfer market with those 10 new signings, I can tell you Curzon and Ashton have actually got 14 new faces, including Paul Turnbull, the former County captain, and of course a Wembley hero from 2008, promotion captain in 2019, now part of Curzon Ashton's attempts to climb up the National League North next season. 9 previous meetings between these two clubs, competitive meetings at least, and Curzon Ashton haven't won any of them. Let's remind ourselves about some of the goals and key moments from those previous games. Walker. County might get another chance here though from the throw. It's Oswell, it's Thomas! Curls it inside the far post. Adam Thomas on his return at Edgeley Park finds the far corner. Thomas again on the right-hand side. Mulhern comes short. Thomas still going. Finds Mulhern now. Lays it off to Warburton. Warburton. He's got 3 for company, but you wouldn't know it. He works the ball brilliantly to Kirby. Kirby down the inside right. Crosses to Warburton! His first goal in 13 games, and that has exercised the demons. Matty Warburton doubles County's lead. 25 minutes gone. It's County 2, Curzon 0. Some magical moments from County's meetings with the Nash in previous years, but ironically, probably the best known ones from County point of view was the game against Curzon Ashton when County won the title. But it wasn't a goal here that made all the difference. It was a goal up in the northeast, scored by a man called Glenn Taylor. Let's remind ourselves of that fantastic day. County, by the way, with 14 attempts on goal this afternoon, 12 corners. The Nash with 5 attempts and 4 corners. County with 2 goals to the Nash's 0. Now then, we are hearing more dramatic news at the moment. This could be decisive. I can tell you,
Come on.
County are back on top of the league. What an atmosphere inside this ground now. What a turnaround, and it's a goal that hasn't even been scored here. Spennymoor 1, Chorley 0 is confirmed as the latest score up in the northeast. Spennymoor have taken the lead. The Hatters are back on top of the table. The title is back in County's hands.
But I tell you what, there are people running to the players in the dugout now for County to show them the phone to say this is the score. Matty Warburton and Paul Turnbull celebrate with and they're 4 minutes into injury time.
Spennymoor. Glenn Taylor, by the way, heading home 1-0 here at Edgeley Park. Here at Edgeley Park, there's a free kick to Curzon Ashton on the edge of the County penalty area. As it stands, the Hatters are back on top of the league. The free kick's gone straight into the County wall. Offside against the left back McJanet. Free kick to County. The Hatters lead 2-0. Spennymoor are in front.
Wow.
Glenn Taylor's headed in at the far post up in the northeast in the dying seconds. What drama! And there goes the final whistle here. County have won 2-0. It's all about what happens up at Spennymoor now. The Moors are leading by a goal to 0. As it stands, County are top, and it's all over. It's all over at Spennymoor. County are back at the top of the league. They just need to go to bottom basement club Nuneaton next weekend and get a win, and the Hatters will be crowned champions of the National League North. What drama here at Edgeley Park this afternoon, but more drama up in the north. A never to be forgotten afternoon in the history of Stockport County Football Club. So 10 new signings this summer for Stockport County. The squad well prepared now for the start of the new National League campaign, which is less than a month away. We're going to go through the team news in just a moment with John Whelan from My Digital Accounts. He's alongside me for live commentary this afternoon. Jim Gannon felt more competition was needed down the right hand side. He signed Macaulay Southam Hales, but Southam Hales not available for today's game after picking up a knock in training yesterday. He should be available for Guiseley on Tuesday, however. Same applies to Jamie Stott, also just a precaution that he's been left out this afternoon, and no Harvey Gilmore either, also a victim of a knock in training. With Minihan recovered though, Sam Minihan down that right hand side, Adam Thomas we already mentioned hitting some form, and Southam added to the ranks as well. It's looking a lot stronger down that right hand side as County prepare for their 5th pre-season fixture of the summer. Recalls also this afternoon for Niall Bell, Jordan Keane, Mark Kitching and Alex Reid, and there's a full debut for keeper Josh Barnes today. Ben Hinchliffe is on the bench. County's starting 11 then for today's fixture against Curzon Ashton is as follows. They're going to go with a back 3 and wing backs again. It's Josh Barnes in goal, back 3 of Liam Hogan, Ash Palmer and James Jennings rather. Sam Minihan down the right, Mark Kitching down the left, John Rooney and Jordan Keane in the middle, and a front 3 of Adam Thomas, Niall Bell and Alex Reid. Subs today: Jordan Williams, Richie Bennett, Connor Jennings, Lois Maynard, Jordan Downing, Jack Hopkins, Adam Owens, Finlay Stanier, Max Greenhalgh and, unusually, Ben Hinchliffe on the bench today. John Whelan alongside me, still a very, very strong County 11.
Yeah, very, very strong County 11. A big day for some of these players, particularly Josh Barnes in goal today. He'll be looking to give Ben Hinchliffe some competition this year, which he hasn't had previously, John. And a big day as well for Sam Minihan. Sam coming back from injury, as we know. This is his chance to put his marker down on the team in the absence of Jamie Stott. And up front, of course, Niall Bell. I guess many of the fans will have heard that he got a bit of stick on the sidelines last week, and he'll be looking to prove a few people wrong today, starting up front. And
broad shoulders, though, he'll take that, won't he?
I mean, we all know that Niall scored some great goals last year for us, and obviously we've stepped up. Niall's still a young lad. Jim clearly backs him, so it will be nice to see Niall get on the score sheet today with Connor Jennings on the bench. But we've got competition in every area this year, John, and Jim's built himself a great squad, and I'm not sure this will be his starting 11 on the 3rd of October, but I don't think Jim knows what his starting 11 is going to be yet, so a lot at stake in what is a great pre-season friendly.
So still a chance, you think, for the players to impress, to catch the manager's eye. This is pre-season fixture number 5, and still a little way to go.
I do think there's a chance for players to catch the eye, and Jim is giving them the chance as well. The inclusion of Josh Barnes for his first full debut is underlines that the squad still settling, and Jim is going to give everybody his chance.
Well, we said County have been busy in the transfer market, 10 new signings. Curzon Ashton have made 14, including the eye-catching addition of Paul Turnbull, County legend, who's given the visitors, I think, a huge lift this week by signing for Curzon Ashton. And they've also landed County's Alex Curran on a season-long loan, so he's reunited with his former manager at Colne, Steve Cunningham. And the new manager, he thinks the Nash will surprise a few people this season as they look to put last season behind them. The Nash, to be fair, they looked set to drop out of the National League North until COVID-19 came along and wiped out promotion and relegation. It was a stay of execution from Curzon's perspective, but none of the starting 11 today, or at least the outfield 10, none of them were involved last season. So it's very much a fresh start under a new, very, very well respected manager who will look after them this season. Solid pre-season for Curzon so far. On Tuesday, the Nash beat Hyde on penalties to claim the Ray Stanley Trophy. Paul Turnbull was amongst the penalty scorers. He's told me to point that out. And there have been 9 previous meetings between these sides, as I mentioned. Curzon Ashton yet to win any of them. Let's remind you of their starting 11 today. Cam Mason in goal. Back 5 of Oliver Southern, Oliver Thornley, Marcus Poshke, you may remember, he was on loan at County many moons ago when he was a Bury player. Douglas Tharm also at centre half, and Craig Marn, a very experienced, hard-working wide man. He'll be a wing back today. 3 in midfield: Paul Turnbull, Dale Whittam and Robbie Evans. Quite an experienced trio in the middle of the park, and then a much younger pairing up top as Fizz Adarabioyo is alongside Jude Oyebayo. I'm delighted that those two are playing today, as you can tell. Substitutes this afternoon for the visitors are Connor Hughes, Darius Palmer and Noah Stokes. You won't miss a kick. Full live and exclusive commentary from Edgeley Park of County against Curzon Ashton in association with my digital accounts. And John, Edgeley Park looking resplendent, and also some changes over on the far side. The dugout area has been done. We know the changing rooms have been done. There's new advertising hoardings. Mark Stott has stayed true to his word. It's not just on the pitch that you're going to see big changes.
Yeah, significant investment over the next 5 years, as per the business plan that Mark Stott referred to when he took over in February, and you're right, a lot of construction work going on around the ground, and I just noticed AstroTurf between the dugouts and the beginning of the playing area, so it's actually looking like he's preparing not just for next season, when we all expect to get promotion to the Football League, but maybe even beyond that. And it's, as you say, not just on the field where the investment has been made. A lot of investment off the field. And as soon as the fans are allowed back, and let's hope it is the 3rd of October when we start the season, we'll see a lot of infrastructure changes in the ground as well. And you know, we've had a tough 15 years, John, and I think I speak for every Stockport County fan when we say a big thank you to Mark Stott for taking over the club. Imagine the trouble we'd have been in had COVID happened and the takeover hadn't happened. Mark Stott assuaged our fears in that respect, and he stayed true to his word with his investment on and off the pitch. And I've never been as excited about the start of a season in my lifetime. And I've got 54 years under my belt, John, so I've seen more seasons than most.
You're watching Stockport County's YouTube channel. We are live this afternoon at Edgeley Park. Pre-season fixture number 5. It's Stockport County against Curzon Ashton, and it's live. County making several changes for this afternoon's game. It's Josh Barnes in goal, a back three of Liam Hogan, Ash Palmer and James Jennings, a midfield quartet of Sam Minihan, John Rooney, Jordan Keane and Mark Kitching, and a trio up top, Adam Thomas, so influential last weekend at Colne, scoring one and making the other, Alex Reid down the left and Niall Bell through the middle. Subs today for the Hatters: Jordan Williams, Richie Bennett, Connor Jennings, Lois Maynard, Jordan Downing, Jack Hopkins, young Adam Owens, Finlay Stanya, Max Greenhalgh and Ben Hinchliffe. Let's just remind you quickly of the visitors, Curzon, Ashton. Only 3 substitutes for them today, so it's going to be a test of the fitness of that starting 11, which is Cameron Mason in goal, the manager's player of the year last season. Back 5 of Oliver Southern, Oliver Thornley, Marcus Poshka, Douglas Tharm and Craig Marn. Paul Turnbull, Dale Whittam and Robbie Evans in the middle, and Fiz Adarabioyo up top alongside Jude Oyibo, who's signed from Alfreton in recent weeks. Subs are Connor Hughes, Darius Palmer and Noah Stokes. We're just about ready for kick-off in the sunshine here at Edgeley Park, and it's the Hatters who'll be getting us underway from left to right in this first 45 minutes. Looking forward to this one in the company of John Whelan from My Digital Accounts. He's alongside me for full live and exclusive commentary. We're sorry you can't be here today, but in your absence we'll try and describe the game as well as we can and bring you Dan Powell's superb camera work as ever. Ready for kick-off then. County in blue shirts, blue shorts and white socks, kicking from left to right as we look at it. An early touch here for Rooney. Plays the ball to Hogan. Minihan coming in off the right. Back to Liam Hogan again. Tees it up for Josh Barnes. First start for Barnes since arriving from Derby's under-23s. Niall Bell, good flick on. Good first touch as he tries to feed Reid down that left-hand side. Alex Reid will chase it down into towards the corner. Has support from Kitching. Kitching working it onto his stronger left foot. Then forced to check back inside. Keane with the cross. It's dealt with by the Curzon defence. County will come again though. Hogan forced to retreat to Palmer. Ooh, Jennings is going to struggle to keep that in. Just about. To move his feet fast then. Keane. Palmer. Ash Palmer nominated in the Northwest Footballer of the Year awards this week at our level. Hopefully County fans will be voting in big numbers for him. And also a nod to Festus Arthur now with Hull City, who's been nominated in the young player category. Thomas, it's a good start this from County, isn't it?
Yeah, and John Rooney's going to get there before the keeper, is he? No, not quite. Comparing it to the game 2 weeks ago against Rochdale, John, you can see straight away at the start of the game the difference in quality of opposition. Stockport County very dominant in this interplay, and we look more dangerous up front. Rochdale's defence, really, you could tell the difference when we played them. Most of the balls played long. We struggled to win it in the air, but already early on, Niall Bell's already won a header in the air, and it looks like Stockport County are going to have most of the possession today.
Fiz Adarabioyo unable to hold on to the ball, but he's earned his side a throw down this left touchline. It's Craig Marn who's going to take this one. Craig Marn from a real footballing family. His uncle Alan played for Tranmere, his cousin Andy Reid, former Ireland international, former Nottingham Forest man. And here's a familiar figure, Paul Turnbull, lining up against Stockport County. The club he played for 256 times, winning promotion twice. James Jennings using all his experience there, playing now as a left-sided centre-half today, John, and we've seen the versatility of Jennings in these early games.
Yeah, we have, and I think Jim's looking to prefer a back three, certainly in this game, and I wonder if that's what Jim's going to start with when he moves into the season, expecting Stockport County to dominate games, and I think Gareth Southgate for England is considering the same kind of lineup. I think we're going to see 3 at the back, and the expectation that County will be dominant in possession in many of their games this season.
Well played, Adam Thomas. That was great control. The ball really fizzed at him, but he's done well to work it to Minihan now. Jordan Keane just trying to open up his body, but he didn't realise that Adarabioyo was right behind him. Picks his pocket, but County immediately win it back. Palmer. Rooney. Change of direction from Rooney, trying to work the ball out to Minihan, who'll settle for the throw-in on this near side. Nice to see Sam Minihan back. Nobody likes to be injured in pre-season. Probably the worst possible time to pick up a knock. Can drop you out of contention, but he's recovered quickly. And, good to see him back in the starting 11 today. Palmer to the experienced James Jennings again. 33 now, James Jennings, but still extremely fit. Ball runs out for a goal kick to Curzon Ashton. The Nash, who finished 20th last season, 3rd from bottom in the National League North, but a stay of execution. There was no relegation because of the COVID rules, so next season seeking their highest ever finish in the pyramid, as they look to improve on finishing 18th the previous 2 seasons. And under Steve Cunningham, they've got a terrific young manager in place there. I am biased, John, as I walked in today. He described me as the sexiest voice in non-league.
Did he really? What has he been listening to you on YouTube to try and pick up a few hints?
He's been watching a lot, he reckons.
And Curzon have struggled a bit since they let John Flanagan go a couple of years ago, John. I always scratch my head at that decision, but of course in football clubs you never really know what goes on behind the scenes. So, but it's nice to see them getting themselves in shape, because they've been. We've had some great games against Curzon in the last 3 or 4 years, and it's nice to see, as you say, they've invested in a young manager, and we'll see how he does this season. Corner to Stockport County.
A young manager who's invested in some experienced players this time round. County with the first corner of the day. James Jennings takes, cleared, but only as far as the edge of the box where Kitching can recycle it. Taking on the full-back, drills it in hard and low. A cross-come shot from Mark Kitching. The keeper dealt with it nicely.
That was a great corner from James Jennings, John. And one of the things I noticed in the Rochdale game was our corners were not beating the first man. We were getting beaten easily in the air. That corner went to the far post, straight to a Stockport County player, and we were unlucky not to open the scoring there.
Cam Mason has the ball. The longest serving player with Curzon Ashton. Signed in 2014, and as I say, the only survivor from that underwhelming campaign of last season. Firing the ball up to Fizz Adarabioyo.
Niall Bell coming back from an offside position, but the referee's way to play up. Good referee.
Hogan almost caught out there, but Ash Palmer spotted the danger and dealt with it very, very well. Another good advantage played by the referee. Rooney. Losing out to Jude Oyebo. There's Turnbull now. Still strange to see him not in the blue and white. Squares it now to that right-hand side for Poshka, another former county man. He only managed 3 games compared to Turnbull's 256 though. Here's Thornley. Oliver Thornley, normally a right-sided centre-half, playing on this left-hand side, and might be a little bit uncomfortable there, and he's lost possession quite cheaply.
He didn't look comfortable carrying the ball there at all, John, and I think he'd be well advised to hold his position at the back and lump it forward for somebody who can hold the ball and use it.
Do let us know, by the way, where you're watching today. I know we've got viewers this afternoon already in Rhodes in Greece, and Singapore as well over in the Far East. I'm sure some of your team in India might be watching as well today.
They did tell me they were going to, and I just had a text from a friend who's watching from the middle of the Irish Sea, John, believe it or not. Big hello to Matt Walsh. But yeah, a couple of the guys are watching in India, so hi to those fellas.
Do let us know if you're watching somewhere a little further away than SK3. It's County win another corner. Good work again from Adam Thomas, who has really risen to the challenge in this pre-season, as you would expect him to do. He's one of the players I know Jim Gannon was very, very keen to tie down to a new deal. So many new faces, such a lot of new investment, but sometimes the best options are already under your nose, aren't they?
Well, I'm rooting for Adam Thomas to do well this season, John. He was a big part of our campaign last season, and of course when you step up, it's a big challenge for all of your players as well to kind of reach that next level. But he looks fit, played well against Cole last week, and he's been a threat in these early stages.
Corner number 2. Jennings takes. Bell gets his head to it, punched away by the goalkeeper in a crowded 6-yard box. County though with another chance to get it into the danger zone. But this time Jennings dispossessed. It'll be a throw-in to the Nash on this near side. But Niall Bell making a nuisance of himself.
Yeah, he was unlucky there, James Jennings, with it. His corner was fantastic. Great effort. Niall Bell just couldn't quite head it properly. But I tell you, Mason in goal was far from convincing then, John, and the ball broke again for James Jennings, but he got nicked in possession. He was very unlucky. But we look a threat from set pieces. We've got the edge on Curzon in the air, which is nice to see. And I suppose you'd expect that when you play a team from the division below you.
Thomas Fowle on wing back Marn, signed from Altrincham in the summer after they won promotion to the National League.
Did you say Marn is Andy Reid's cousin?
Andy Reid's cousin, yeah.
And whenever I watched Andy Reid play, I'm sure like a lot of players, he always seemed to be carrying a stone or two more than he should have been, so I always thought there was a chance for me to make it as a pro, but never quite happened.
Here's Thornley again, very right-sided. Again, it's caught him out. County picking the ball off him quite easily. Delivering it to the left wing for Reid to chase. Goalkeeper Mason will get there first. There's a late one there.
It was unfortunate. I actually think the goalkeeper, he's either been very unlucky there or he's making a meal of what happened, but Alex Reid trod on his boots and his boots come off. My money would be on him being okay here, but he has lost his boots, which indicates that Reid certainly trod on his toe.
He's supposed to be getting rid of half his kit here, Cam Mason.
I think he's doing it for the cameras, John. If we weren't on YouTube, he'd have been up 60 seconds ago.
He's got the free kick, nonetheless. He's going to be okay to continue. Cam Mason, 24 years of age, the manager's player of the year last season, and the National League North set to get underway on the 3rd of October for Curzon Ashton, same as it is for County in the National League. But, their opponents yet to be confirmed on that date, as they'll be playing in the second qualifying round of the FA Cup, and then they face a midweek home clash with Alfreton the following week. So quick look at their pre-season so far: 3-2 defeats against Oldham, Squiersgate and Clitheroe, and 0-0 against Buxton, and 1-1 away at Hyde on Tuesday night, which went to a penalty shootout, with it being a trophy game. And then Paul Turnbull, the scorer, in a 5-4 win for Curzon Ashton that evening. So a bit of a mixed bag for the Nash so far this summer. But Steve Cunningham definitely putting together a really good squad. You only have to look at that midfield trio of Turnbull, Whittam and Evans to see that they've got some really good experience in there. Robbie Evans actually scored a couple of times here at Edgeley Park in the past, Whittam scoring a couple of times at Edgeley Park in the past, playing for Chorley. He won 2-0 here back in 2015, and Dale Whittam got both of them. So he's a player who has caused County problems in the past, and they've got themselves a corner.
Yeah, great block by Ash Palmer there, standing up well, and it's Curzon's first corner of the game. Interesting to see how Josh Barnes does from this, John. Ben Hinchliffe always very dominant on corners, but let's see how Josh Barnes does on his debut.
Doesn't need to worry as Hogan heads it clear. Niall Bell very aggressive on the edge of the box.
Could have injured the 5 there. I think his shoulders got
left him in a heap there. Douglas Thorne.
I think Niall inadvertently landed on him, and he is injured.
Yeah, could be a dislocation, that, couldn't it? Very, very painful.
I can feel the pain from up here. He's going to be in some trouble. Niall got up well there. He's been beating the centre halves in the air early doors, and unfortunately there he won the ball in the air and then landed on the Curzon defender, and that could be the end of his afternoon, John. He looks to be in considerable pain. Douglas
Thorne, incidentally, a former teammate of James Jennings. They were together at Wrexham last season, the Wirral-born centre half. He's a useful player to have in your ranks. He's a two-footed centre half, and they're a bit like hen's teeth, actually, two-footed centre backs. It's hard to think of many, particularly at this level. So he would be a loss if he does need to go off. Well, people who are listening today, I can tell you we've got viewers in Tokyo, Buffalo in New York, Hamburg, Spain, Zanzibar. And there's somebody watching at the bus stop. I'm not exactly sure, not sure which one. But
that's nice to hear. So Zanzibar here. Well, we've got a break in play, John. A quick quiz question.
Please tell me you haven't got a story about Zanzibar.
Who's Zanzibar's most famous son? The answer is
Dunno.
Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury was born in
Brilliant.
Zanzibar.
You're a wealth of knowledge and information, all of it useless.
I only know that because that's where I had my honeymoon. But yeah, a bright start from Stockport County. I enjoyed watching Alex Reid up front against Rochdale, and he's got a lot of energy. He chases balls down, and he's made a lively start today as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing Alex Reid this season. Looks like he may be inclined to play on, John, but from here it looks to me like his left shoulder might be lower than his right shoulder. It doesn't look good to me.
Douglas Tharm, 21 years of age, young centre half, has been treated. He's going to go off the pitch. It will be painful. If it's popped back in, he could actually continue. But let's see if they want to risk him or not. They do only have 3 substitutes today, the Nash.
He's moving gingerly, but
you want to keep him out there if you can.
I agree. He's one of the few players that looks to be over 6 foot. So if he goes off, Niall Bell's going to have a dominant afternoon, I suspect.
Curzon down to 10 men as the game continues. Palmer to Hogan. Hogan with the captain's armband again, by the way, today. Can make the assumption that he's going to be the leader. Start of the new campaign. Alongside him, Ash Palmer, who'll be revisiting his former club on Tuesday. And County go to Guiseley. Again, it's a game you'll be able to watch exclusively on County's YouTube channel here. I'll be commentating on my own, though, unfortunately, for that one. It's COVID restrictions mean we are very limited on numbers. County so far at the back. I mean, the back 3 are dealing very, very comfortably with the front 2 for Curzon.
Yeah, and you make an interesting point about Liam Hogan having the captain's armband, John. I did think when he was signed from Salford towards the end of last season that he has all the attributes of a captain. Whilst Ash Palmer is arguably our best player, he's perhaps not quite as demonstrative. Liam Hogan's a very intimidating presence, and you can imagine that he's a big character in the dressing room. And I think you're right. I think Liam Hogan's going to be Stockport County's captain this season.
Tharm is back on the pitch. Thornley in possession again, just doesn't want to use that left peg, does he? Turns it back to his goalkeeper. Thornley again. Here's Hughes. Oh, well picked off by Rooney. It will be a throw in though. I'll say a very good afternoon to Stuart Coates as well. I think he may well be watching in Davenport today. Stuart sent me a lovely letter in the week, so thank you for that, Stuart, much appreciated. Also got a viewer in Iceland as well who's just been in touch, so really is a global entertainment this afternoon from Edgeley Park.
And the fans at home may be interested to know, John, I think against Rochdale was the attendance 3,000 on YouTube. It was very substantial.
Viewers, Ooh, Mason's under pressure. It's a poor back pass, and it's a chance here for Reid, and he slots it home. There's the opening goal. It's County who've made the breakthrough. Careless back pass from the experienced Marn. He's looking at Cam Mason, but it was a ball Mason never wanted. And Alex Reid pounced quickly, very, very sharp, and it's his second goal of pre-season. County lead 1-0.
Well, you could criticise Mason for being rocking on his heels there as the back pass was made. However, it goes back to what I was saying about Alex Reid earlier. I'm looking forward to watching him play because he chases things down. When you chase things down, people make mistakes. In that example there, it was simply a short back pass, and Alex Reid on his toes, chasing what many people would think was a lost cause, and he gets the break. The harder you work, the luckier you get, and Alex Reid, good value for his opener.
Yeah, it's been impressive so far in pre-season. Scored against Salford in the 1-0 win here at Edgeley Park a couple of weeks ago. And scored again here this afternoon as Kitchen just shepherds the ball out over on the far side. 1-0 then, County lead as we approach the midway point of this first half, and it's a deserved lead as well.
It's a deserved lead, certainly in terms of possession, John. whilst we haven't had too many clear-cut chances, we're clearly the better side, and I'd like to, as I said in the intro, I'd like to see Niall Bell get on the score sheet now. We've got the measure of this defence, and particularly the centre-half carrying his shoulder, although he does seem to have made a good recovery. We've got the measure of this team here, John, and no reason why we can't go on to score 3 or 4.
Palmer caught under the ball, but Hogan gets a bit more distance on it. Rooney hooks it on towards Niall Bell. So centre half dealt with that nicely, Poshka. Unusually for him on a losing side here at Edgeley Park at the moment. He's not used to that.
Yeah, I think Paul Turnbull made his debut when he was 16 for Stockport County, John, and is he 31 this season? He's still got a few years left, that's for sure.
With his fitness levels as they are, he should be entering his prime really, shouldn't he, at 31? County's first title captain in over half a century. He will go down as a county legend. There's Jennings. Brother Connor on the bench today. There's Whittam, former Chorley man. Turnbull. Always composed on the ball. Poshka, well, it wasn't the best of passes from Poshka to the right-sided Oliver Southern. He really wanted the ball. The referee spots the foul on Kitchen, free kick County.
Kitchen was great there, natural aggression, battling for the ball, and in the end he had to be fouled to take the ball off him. So very strong start from Kitchen. We look very in control of the game, John. But when you're in control of the game, you always look to put another one on the score sheet because games can change very quickly. James Jennings taking most of our dead ball kicks today.
Jennings, long diagonal, left to right. Bell chesting it down, looking for the runners from midfield. They didn't get there in time and it's cleared. Across the halfway line, Hogan in a chase here with Oyebo. Oyebo using his pace, but Hogan using his nous.
He was brilliant there, Hogan. Just a little, it was interesting, it was a 50-50 and he gave a sneaky little back heel to get himself in control of the ball and wrong foot the attacker. He's easily underestimated as a ball player, I think, Liam Hogan, and he's going to be a formidable partnership at the back with Ash Palmer this season, I'm sure.
From a ball player to a bald player. Minihan, Rooney, Palmer, Jennings. County, as John said earlier, dominating possession, dominating the ball. Lots of 1 and 2 touch passes. Very easy on the eye. The offside flag has come to Curzon's rescue. Really just straying beyond the last man.
That was unlucky, as you say, John. Great interchange of passing, and that's what pre-season's largely about. It's about new squad players finding the way in, understanding how people move off the ball, knocking the ball around, getting to know where players like to receive the ball, whether it's to feet or to chest, and it looks like it's going to be a very exciting team.
Mason's free kick dealt with by Minihan. It's a good header. Keane, though, just leaning back there as he tried to volley that clear. Slices it into touch.
And as we were talking about intricate passing play, Jordan Keane reminded us that he has got an industrial approach when required.
There's Marn, former Chester man, given away straight on the throw-in, but Turnbull wins it back. There's the young centre-back, Tharm, who was injured earlier, seems okay now. Keane, though, making amends for his earlier mistake. That's a great ball to pick out. Alex Reid, it's 2v1 here if they play the ball right. It's Bell, it's over the bar. It bounced up just in front of him as he went to side foot it. He'll be disappointed he didn't make more of that chance, though. Keane starting the move. Great cross in from the left from Reid. The Curzon defence outnumbered. Bell unable, though, to bury it in the back of the net, and it stays 1-0.
Well, Jordan Keane using all of his natural aggression. I've said many times before, when Stockport County have Jordan Keane playing in front of the defence, they look a very, very solid unit, and reminding us there that not only can he break up play when the opposition are in possession, but he then uses the ball effectively. Great ball down the left for Alex Reid, who again was fantastic, showing great vision. And Niall Bell had found space in the middle, knocked the ball across 8 yards out. You could argue it was an open goal, but it was coming at him with pace. Every viewer on YouTube willing Niall Bell to stick that in the back of the net. It did come to him awkwardly on the half volley, and dare I say it, he didn't even look convinced himself that he could knock that in. So big moment in the game, great chance. You just want to see Niall get on the score sheet today, John.
Yeah, just skipped up off the turf, didn't it, in front of goal. But you're right, he'll be disappointed. Curzon on the ball. The Nash, as they're effectively known, Curzon Ashton. Bell takes it on his chest. And, the judge just to have clipped Robbie Evans.
He's unlucky to have conceded the foul there, Niall Bell. I actually didn't think it was. Did take the ball well in his chest. And one of his great attributes, Niall Bell, is he does use his chest very well. It's a tactic that not many players use, but he's got big presence, and I thought he had a nice touch there and then poked the ball away, but unfortunately conceded the foul according to the referee.
Curzon responded well to going a goal down, enjoying a little spell of possession and pressure here. Turnbull strokes it out to the side for Poshka, changing the angle of attack, delivers it from the right. Hogan, helped on by Thomas. Bell's giving it away. Thornley. Well read by Mark Kitching, who wins a throw in for the Hatters, and that should relieve the pressure at the back for Stockport County.
Yeah, Curzon reminded us, John, that they have got threats across the pitch, but Stockport County breaking the play up well, and Niall Bell gave the ball away, but Mark Kitchen, as you say, battled back, and we've won the throw-in.
14 new signings. It'll take time for them to gel for Steve Cunningham. And 2 added in the last week from Edgeley Park. Paul Turnbull and now Alex Curran, reunited with his former boss from Cole. A great time with Steve Cunningham at Colne as well. That was what prompted County to bring him to Edgeley Park in the first place.
Some great interplay there from Stockport County's defenders to bring the ball away, and a superb ball from Hogan out to the left.
Thomas, chance to cross, drills it in hard and low this time. Poshka deals with it though, and then smashes it up to halfway. No foul, says the referee. Adara Vioyo allowed to go on. He'll shoot from here. It's blocked again by Hogan. Ash Palmer staggered that it wasn't a free kick on the halfway line.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 you'd see the foul given when a player goes to ground, but fair play to the referee for sticking to his convictions there. But you did feel that as Curzon broke away there with Ash Palmer and Liam Hogan behind the ball, you did feel that we were never in danger.
Jim Gannon yet to learn anything really about his new goalkeeper so far in this opening half an hour. He's not had a thing to do so far. Josh Barnes away to our left. Cam Mason by far the busier of the 2 number 1s.
Good to see the fixtures come out, John. A long trip to Torquay to open the season. Will you be able to join? Will you be able to commentate? What will the situation be for the beginning of the season?
I'd love to be able to give you an answer, John. It's a 600-mile round trip, as you say. At this stage, I think it's probably going to be a game-by-game basis. There is some guidance due out from the National League about the accommodating visiting media, so we shall wait and see what that says. But I suppose the interesting thing, John, they're all different, aren't they, at that level? You've got your Notts Counties right down to your Boreham Woods, and Notts County can certainly accommodate a lot more than Boreham Wood can, so I do think it's going to be a game-by-game basis, so we shall see.
And I think overlaying that, John, what all of us have dealt with in the pandemic is you get general guidelines, and individual organisations and sporting clubs will have different interpretations to others. So you're right, it'll be a game-by-game basis.
Test here for Barnes as the ball's played in. He's dealt with that very well, an awkward cross.
He looked very confident. That was a great take. How tall is he, John?
I think he's 6 foot. short, isn't he? He's 6 foot, but he's a trim figure, isn't he?
And you might be hearing some industrial language from the pitch. I'd apologise if I thought that any of our viewers were offended, but I'm sure they won't be.
You hear a lot more when there's no fans in the ground. That's the one thing you would say.
Well, I hear a lot worse from my wife at home in the kitchen, John, so I'm perfectly relaxed.
Hogan with a throw from the right.
Hello to Emma, by the way.
Oh, Thomas, that's a clever ball over the top for Reed again. Gets the first touch on it. Mason punches it clear, straight back to Thomas, who volleys it. Had to take it early. The defender was closing in on him, and he fires it over the bar. Another chance goes begging. County still lead, though, by a goal to 0.
That's unlucky. Dare I say, the keeper, Mason, not looking convincing again there, but Alex Reed was so unlucky. The ball, he touched the ball with the edge of his toe, and unfortunately it bounced up just a little bit high for him. But again, it's Alex Reed's work rate, making those runs when it looks like a lost cause, making himself a nuisance for the defence, who carved out the chance for himself, and then the ball breaking for Adam Thomas, who just couldn't get his foot over it, and it miscued it just over the bar. But Alex Reed is going to be a key player for us this season, John, and a great free transfer signing from Stevenage by Jim Gannon.
Adam Thomas, 5 goals last season, 1 already in this pre-season, plus an assist in the game at Colne last weekend. 133 appearances now for the Hatters in competitive fixtures, and of course 8 goals in County's title season in the National League North. So, already writing his name in county history. He would have liked to have buried that opportunity, though. Just had to take it early. The high bounce in the end forced him to volley it over the bar. Hogan dominant in the air again. Reed, nice touch. Keane helps it on. Bell, he's isolated the defender here. He waits for support from midfield. Gets it on that left-hand side from Mark Kitching. Kitching with a marauding run. Dinks it over the bar. He'll be disappointed. Anything hard and low towards the far post, but he felt he had the chance to chip it over the keeper. Great work again, though. Keane to Bell. Bell held it up beautifully. Great centre-forward play. Laid it off superbly into the path of the onrushing Mark Kitching. Kitching unable to find the back of the net.
And Niall Bell, whilst he hasn't perhaps scored as many goals as we'd like him to, he's still got youth on his side, and he was reminding us there, Niall Bell, of what Jim Gannon sees: a long ball from defence. And Niall, as I was saying earlier, has that traditional art of controlling the ball with his chest, which not many players. You don't see it from many players these years. Bob Latchford in the 80s was the master of it, and Niall Bell making trouble with a superb layoff as well for Mark Kitchen, who was running into space. Unfortunately, just couldn't finish it. But well done, full marks to Niall Bell.
Thomas. Ooh, was he clipped there? He's back on his feet. Can't see there. Jordan Keane has gone straight to the referee. Adam Thomas is looking at the linesman. The first one wasn't a penalty. The second one could well have been a free kick, though.
Yeah, I don't think it was a penalty, but I tell you what, Adam had the defence in knots there. Actually, he's very dexterous on his feet, and they didn't know whether to stick or twist, and he did very well there.
Incidentally, the number 2 and number 9 for Curzon, both trialists today. Minihan, County's number 2. Hogan. There's Keane. Good first touch, but then he couldn't deliver the ball back to Sam Minihan. In very sharply was Jennings. He came a long way from home there to steal the ball. But he reads it so well, using all his experience, and now County are back on the front foot. Here's Minihan, saved by the legs of Cam Mason. It's a facial injury on this near side for Hogan, and that's what the referee has stopped play for here. He tried to allow County to go on, but the injury to Hogan is a little bit concerning.
Well, he'll be all right, actually, John. It was just a flailing arm from Marna. I think I'd say that was accidental. The two of them involved in a tussle, and Liam Hogan still not happy. He thinks it was deliberate. I think he's been a little bit unfair on
7 attempts from the Hatters in this first half. 4 of those on target. At the other end, Josh Barnes yet to make a save.
Referee taking an interesting decision here, John. I think he's going to give a drop
Yeah,
ball that he's going to allow it to be contested. No, he's going to allow the centre half to knock it back into Stockport's half. Bizarre passage of play.
Palmer back to Barnes. Left footed. It's a nice ball out to Hogan, who's recovered from that earlier blow. Bell again, great skill, and he's hauled to ground there by the centre back Tharm, who just couldn't cope with him. Free kick to County.
Yeah, he's a strong player, Niall Bell, and defenders certainly of Curzon's level find it difficult to compete against him. Make no mistake, Niall Bell's going to have a great career, certainly at non-league level. There's very difficult to get around him, difficult to get the ball off him when he's got it under control, and he's won the free kick.
He's led the line well this afternoon, earned the free kick, and now Kitching from the left-hand side, running at Thornley. It's Kitching! It's hit the crossbar!
Superb from Kitchen there. So unlucky, and arguably he's been Stockport County's most dangerous attacking threat as the left back.
Chances really starting to rack up now, and if Jim Gallen's got one disappointment so far this afternoon, it's probably the fact that the Hatters haven't managed to turn more of these chances into goals.
I'd still predict, John, as Curzon tire, and we mentioned they've only got 3 substitutes today, 2 trialists on the pitch. As Curzon tire, I think there's plenty more goals in this game for Stockport County. And Sam Minahan winning the throw, and he's made a bright start, John. Looks like he's not carrying any after effects of his pre-season injury, and nice to see Sam back on the pitch. And I think I said earlier that Jim's probably looking to have competition in each area of the pitch, and he really does look like he's put together a squad that he can make 2 great teams out of.
Bell's glancing header. Rooney appealing for handball against long-haired Dale Whittam. Jennings, or JJ as he's known. Kitching. Jennings back to Barnes. County leading by a goal to 0.
Josh Barnes in goal with a rare touch again, John. He's not had as much to do today as perhaps he would like on his full debut, but he looks like a very solid number 2 to Ben Hinchliffe, if we can call him a number 2. I'm sure he's got in mind that he could compete for the number 1 spot as the season evolves.
Josh Barnes, who's at Derby for 8 years before being released in the summer. A couple of loan spells out with the likes of Farsley last season, and a couple of National League appearances with Eastleigh as well in 2017, so he knows the level. Good time to mention Ian Ormson. What a great servant he was to the club, and our understanding is that he's actually left football entirely now. Hasn't signed for anybody, and it's a shame really, but he'll have his reasons, no doubt. But we wish Ian Ormson well, whatever he chooses to do. He's always been a tremendously loyal servant to Stockport County, and it's odd actually to turn up at the ground and not see him around the place now.
That's interesting. He can only be in his late 20s, I guess, John. He's retiring from the game early, having not made as many appearances in non-league as perhaps he could have or should have done. I think I still remember his debut. I think his debut was in an FA Cup game away at Stockport.
Indeed, yeah.
I think we lost 1-0 to a late goal. Can't remember what I had for my tea last night, but I can remember a game against Southport in the preliminary round of the FA Cup 10 years
Rooney,
ago.
look at that.
Lovely.
Fantastic to find Minahan, whose touch unfortunately just let him down. County still have it though. Thomas, heavy with the pass. Well, it prevents it going for a goal kick. Good thinking.
John Rooney showing the class that we all know he comes from there, with a long raking pass to the right hand side that came nicely to Sam Minahan.
Well, he scored a free kick here, didn't he, about 12 months ago for Barrow, and it was an outstanding goal. And it was those kind of goals that got him the National League Player of the Year last season. Scored 20 in total from central midfield, and only 6 of them actually were set pieces, so 14 from open play.
Well, make no mistake, achieving the Player of the Year award in the National League is a considerable achievement, and no doubt that his 20 goals from midfield were a big reason why Barrow find themselves in an unassailable position when COVID struck. So fantastic to have a player of that calibre at the club, John.
Well, of course, a National League title winner with Barrow last season, so knows what it takes to win the league at this level. Here's Oyebo.
Let's hope he gets a second one this season.
Nash on the ball. Coming off the right, finding Turnbull. Forced to go back though. It's a good press this from County, forcing Curzon back to the halfway line. Thornley had to go all the way back to his keeper. That's great work from County. Pressing Curzon back into their own half. And they've resorted to the long ball, which is dealt with by Palmer. Comes straight back though to Oyebo, who's brought down, is he? Referee says yes, he tried to play the advantage, but it was a foul, and it is a free kick. And Josh Barnes might have a shot to deal with here, right on the stroke of half time.
Did well there, the referee. You sometimes see a misinterpretation of the rule when an advantage is played and a player has a shot. The referee often doesn't bring the play back, which he should do, and the ref's done that on this occasion. This is a dangerous free kick on the edge of Stockport, about 8 yards outside the 18-yard box, and it looks like Paul Turnbull fancies himself. Witten also standing over the ball.
Yeah, it's going to be Turnbull, no question.
It'd be bittersweet to see him not wanting to the Cheadle end from here, John.
County with 4 in the wall. Turnbull scored a penalty for his new club on Tuesday night in the victory over Hyde. But he's not scored a free kick here today. There's Barnes right behind it. Turnbull looks to the sky in disappointment, but it's the first shot in anger from Curzon this afternoon.
Safe hands from Josh Barnes there, but if you're going to strike a ball at goal from 25 yards, it's going to have to be something very special to beat a goalkeeper, and Paul Turnbull knocking it at a comfortable height for the keeper in the end.
Hogan, Minihan. Booming ball upfield for Reed to chase, but Foster's there to meet it. Helped on by Hughes. Here's Marr. Back to Thornley. Again, he didn't want to play it with his left, takes it on his right, gives it back to the goalkeeper instead. There's a real imbalance at the back for the Nash in this back three. No fault of Thornley's, it's where he's been told to play. I'm sure if you look at that bench of just 3 players, obviously Steve Cunningham's options must be limited today. There's Tharm. It's a miscue from Kitching. It's the Nash back on the ball again. Oscar. Oyebo. He's done well, Jude Oyebo. Trying to shake off Adam Thomas. Works it out to the wing for Whittam. Whittam's cross hard and low. Blocked by Ash Palmer. A trip on Kitching. The linesman was about to give the throw in, but the referee gave the free kick.
Whittam's wasting his time arguing with the linesman about the way the decision's gone, because the linesman gave the decision that he was wanting. It's the referee that felt he had a better view. Yeah,
he started to raise his flag and then changed his mind when he saw the referee's hand. So that's why Dale Whittam is furious, the box-to-box midfielder with the long hair. A player who started his career in the youth ranks at Manchester United before moving on to Main Road FC. Had a good career with Chorley though, 9 years in Lancashire. earning promotion to the National League. During his time there, had a brief spell with Alfreton last season, but left them in the summer. He's moved back to the Northwest. JJ again on the ball, looking at the options. Down the line for Thomas, helped on again to Kitching, who'll cross. Here's Thomas again, the snapshot, and he's buried it in the bottom corner. Deceived everybody with that. Great finish from Adam Thomas, and he's deserved a goal again this afternoon for his performance. It's 2-0 to County.
Well, I think at the risk of sounding a bit harsh on Adam Thomas, I think he deceived everyone, including himself there. But let's talk about Stockport County's play down the left-hand side there and carving out that chance. Superb play down the left-hand side, and Kitchen, who I said has arguably been our best attacking threat today. No surprise that he set something up, came down the left-hand side, great run, and deliberately pulled it back for Adam Thomas, who found himself in space. And looked to pick his spot and then kind of mishit it, but it went in the bottom corner of there. Goalkeeper Mason got nowhere near. And Adam Thomas, as you said at the beginning, John, he's in fine form in pre-season, and wonderful to see. That'll have done his confidence no harm whatsoever, and he deserved that goal.
And it's a goal that helps the scoreline now really more accurately reflect the way the game has gone. 1-0 would have actually been harsh on County at half-time because they've been so dominant in this first 45 minutes as the whistle goes to bring that 45 to an end. County taking the lead on 18 minutes, a weak back pass by Craig Marn intercepted by the Hatters, and a brilliant finish from Alex Reid, who nicked it around the goalkeeper and slotted it home to give County the 1-0 advantage. Niall Bell missed a great opportunity on 24 minutes to double the lead. There were further chances for Adam Thomas, for Mark Kitching and Sam Minihan, who all went close with the Curzon Ashton defence looking really stretched once again. Mark Kitching hit the bar 10 minutes before the break, but then right on the stroke of half-time, Adam Thomas starting and finishing a brilliant move with a low shot, deceiving the keeper at the near post, and it's the Hatters who go in deservedly, John Whelan, with a 2-0 goal, a 2-0 advantage.
Yeah, very, very deservedly, John. Very comfortable in possession, very comfortably in control of the game, and you almost want to see that team again in the second half to see how the game will develop. But Jim will use the game time wisely, and I'm pretty sure he's going to change most, if not all, of the players. Josh Barnes in goal, making his debut. He's got to be very, very pleased with his clean sheet. Liam Hogan, Stockport County captain, keeping it marshalled and tight at the back. Mark Kitching, for me, probably our best player on the pitch down the left-hand side, involved in most of our attacks and setting up Adam Thomas for his goal. Alex Reid up front, beautiful work rate, making it hard for the defenders and good value for his goal, which he carved out himself by chasing down a lost cause. And then Niall Bell, we said at the beginning of the game that it'd be great to see him get a goal for his confidence. He had a couple of chances, very good in the air. His use of his chest in controlling the ball just demonstrates why Jim Gannon thinks he's got a lot to offer, and he's still young enough to develop, Niall Bell. And for me, Jordan Keane in front of the defence, making us look very, very solid. I always prefer a Stockport County team with Jordan Keane playing in front of the defenders, but very in control of the game. And I just repeat what I said midway through the first half: as Curzon Ashton tire, I think there's going to be more goals in this for Stockport County, and I can't see us conceding. I can see a 4 or 5-0 scoreline.
County looking dominant in this first 45 minutes against Curzon Ashton. Half-time here at Edgeley Park. The Hatters lead by 2-0. Let's remind ourselves now of last weekend's trip to FC Cole.
Fucking no fouls, then you got the pressure on us.
Got it inside here. Jamie Cook. Good. Go! Hey, go! Hit it! Time, Jim! Go on! Slide! Alright, got the inside one now! Good. Whoa. Hey, runners! Hold! You're gonna pull up in 5, do it! Work hard! Hey! Get on the man!
We're going in there, each other go! Toss, get the toss in! Get the toss in!
Do it, big lad!
Race if he goes long.
Well done, come on, run out, mother! He's set now! Brilliant! Okay. Mama, speed! Big win. You go on. Touch it, finish! Well done. Good luck for the season,
And welcome back to Edgeley Park. The Hatters leading by 2-0 at half-time against Curzon Ashton. The Nash, as we said earlier, struggled last season in the National League North, but to be fair to them, they did have quite a few games in hand at the end of the campaign and may well have got themselves out of trouble quite comfortably. But, it's not a theory that was ever tested. Steve Cunningham, though, this time round putting together a really strong squad. Unfortunately, doesn't have all of them available today. So it's been a difficult first 45 minutes for the Nash, and Stockport County looking comfortable in that first 45, leading by 2-0. We're ready for kick-off, start of the second half. The Hatters kicking from right to left as we look at it. No changes for the Hatters, who've got in goal. Saying Ben Hinchliffe because it normally is. It's Josh Barnes, of course, in goal for County this afternoon. A back three of Liam Hogan, Ash Palmer and JJ, James Jennings. Mark Kitching on that left wing. We've got Sam Minihan on the right. John Rooney and Jordan Keane in the middle, and a front three of Adam Thomas, Niall Bell and Alex Reid. Substitutes: Jordan Williams, Richie Bennett, Connor Jennings, Lois Maynard, Jordan Downing, Jack Hopkins, Adam Owens, Finlay Stanier, Max Greenhalgh, and County's number one, Ben Hinchliffe, on the bench today as Jim Gannon has a look at his new signing from Derby's under 23s. There is John, well spotted. There has been a change for the Hatters, you're right.
It's a shame. It would have been nice to see Niall getting on the score sheet and getting better confidence under his belt. It'd be good to see Richie Bennett get on the score sheet as well. He worked hard against Rochdale and just didn't get the rub of the green. And of course, he was playing against two quality centre halves in Jim Wilson and Shea. Here he's on the ball now.
It's a good marauding run as well. Cross from the right, well defended by the Nash at the near post. It'll be a corner to the Hatters, though.
Richie Bennett showing Thornley a clean pair of heels there, and that'll give him some confidence as he starts the second half. That'll give him some confidence as he starts the second half. Richie Bennett, he had the legs on Thornley and knocked in a great ball, and won a corner from it.
Yep, County corner, third of the day. First at the Cheadle end, though. So strange to see that Cheadle end empty. Jennings takes. Whitton clears. Minihan recycles with a big up and under. Whitton again called upon to clear. Foot was high from Jennings, but he's volleyed it back towards the penalty area. Now Kitching. Keane. It's opened up for Keane here. Squares it for Sam Minihan again. Minihan running at the Welshman. Hughes on that far side. Evans rather on the far side. Comes out to the edge of the box for Rooney to strike. It was on target. Goalkeeper right behind it. Stays 2-0.
Sam Minihan did very well down the right hand side. He ended up being closed down by three players. Kept possession and then knocked a nice through ball that John Rooney picked up and trying his luck from 25 yards on the just outside the 18-yard box. He was always hopeful and comfortably collected by Mason.
Whitton was just nudged there by Rooney. Referee spotted it. It's a cheap foul to concede, though. Or is it too far out for Turnbull to try his luck this time?
I think 30 yards, John. Even the most optimistic midfielder, unless you're Ronaldo, I suppose, he's going to knock this into the far post.
Headed back across the face of goal. It's palmed away by Barnes. It was a very neat header by Douglas Tharm, the centre half.
An important touch by Judge Barnes, the keeper there, but great free kick from Turnbull and knocked across. I think it was Tharm who headed it across, and it was dangerous. And then Kitchen nodded it out for a corner, although Curzon were appealing for a handball.
There's the second corner of the day, drilled in by Marn, and there's Tharm again. It's headed away by Ash Palmer. So in these early stages of the second half, Curzon looking dangerous from set pieces. County struggling to clear the lines. It comes back out to Marn to strike. It took a deflection, took it wide of the post. It's another corner to the Nash, who started this second half very brightly.
Yeah, bright start from Curzon. Somehow Stockport County just couldn't get the ball away from the edge of their 18-yard box. A bit of pinball, and in the end it's been deflected out for a corner.
It's Craig Marn again, the experienced wing back. This time glanced away by Adam Thomas, but the Nash still have it. It's a poor ball in. County able to break now. Counter-attacking in numbers with Kitching leading the charge. Kitching, and he's been brought down cynically there by Evans.
That was a great run by Kitching, John, and starting off the second half in the same vein that he played in the first half. One of our most attacking threats, but a great ball there from Richie Bennett, who picks it up on the edge of our box and showed that he's got great vision and used the ball very well.
The referee there waved an invisible card. County have wasted the free kick. Kitching not on the same wavelength as Rooney. That was interesting. I think the referee's making the point that had it not been a friendly, then Evans might have been in real trouble there.
John, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but a point for the fans at home. If you pick up a booking in pre-season, does it have any consequence?
It does, yeah. It can certainly adds up in terms of fines, but they're not carried into league games.
And I understand the fines at any level of football for the FA are identical, whether it's Sunday League or Premier League. Is that an urban myth or is that true?
It used to cost me a bomb, mate. Don't worry about that. All for gobbing off, for no other reason. Kitching, Reed, Jennings. Good feet from Jennings, caught by Turnbull, free kick County. I think Jennings would have appreciated the advantage there. Turnbull with a grin on his face as he retreats.
He's enjoying himself here today, Paul. So he really is.
Good, leave it, move! Come on, listen! Listen! Pick it up!
Yeah, interesting that Jim Down hasn't only made the one change at half-time, John.
I think early on in the pre-season he was looking to play two teams, one in each half, but as pre-season goes on, he tries to give players an hour and then extends that game time. So it's he said that was what he was planning to do. So it was a bit of a surprise actually to even see Niall Bell go off before the hour mark. Again, he's straight out of his seat now. He's got some instructions for Adam Thomas here. It's a Curzon ball. Throw in level with the County's 18-yard line. Oyebo's offside. Oyebo, who's a lively front runner, signed from Alfreton a couple of weeks ago. He's made 6 appearances for Alfreton last season. It's his second spell with the Nash. So his pace is a concern. So far he's not had a clear sight of goal, the number 11.
Liam Hogan holding the line well there to play the offside trap, John.
Minihan very strong, winning the throw-in.
Clever play by Sam, and it's nice to see that Sam Minihan is going to play for at least an hour, John. It's be comforting for his manager as well to know that he's back to full fitness.
So he's been in the club 4 years now, Sam Minihan. Here's Rooney. Keane did well. It was a poor first touch, but he recovered very well. Jennings. Kitching. First time again from Jennings. Intercepted this time by Poshka. Here's Oyebo again, looking to use that pace that we talked about. Running at Hogan. He's running into a cul-de-sac though. Surrounded by blue shirts. Turnbull will try again though from the halfway line. Turnbull. Tharm. Dispossessed by Reed. Key. Jennings. Awkward for Turnbull, but he dealt with it nicely. Great signing for Steve Cunningham and Curzon Ashton. And we certainly hope they have a good season.
Clever ball by James Jennings there as the centre half was caught upfield, John, but Paul Turnbull done very well. Curzon Ashton on the attack.
County giving the ball away, Palmer's won it back. Kitching, great feet. The trialist in a heap. Rooney, great feet as well, wins the free kick. I think you'll see a lot of that this season. He draws fouls like a magnet, doesn't he? It's almost, if he doesn't create a scoring opportunity, he's at least going to get a free kick.
Yeah, very quick feet there by Rooney. Got the ball under control, knocked it to the side, and just too good for Tharma, the young centre half at the back for Curzon.
Palmer, Hogan, Thomas. Keane and Thomas tackled each other. And Oyebo emerges with the ball for the Nash. Poor ball forward, Whitton never going to reach that one. Palmer very calm and composed. Rooney takes over, finds Thomas. Great ball out of defence that from Rooney.
Yeah, he uses the ball well, doesn't he, John Rooney? He's good to watch when he's on the ball. Unfortunately, the attack's snuffed out, and it's a throw to Curzon.
2-0 to the Hatters here at Edgeley Park. 5th pre-season fixture of this summer break. I'd like to talk about summer break this deep into September. There you go. 10 minutes gone, second half. No further goals since the restart. Marn with the throw. Signed from Altrincham in the summer, neglecting the opportunity to go up to the National League with the Robins. Moved to Curzon instead, so a real statement of intent by Steve Cunningham and his team. There's Poshka. It's not a bad ball. It's Ash Palmer again. Just reads it so well.
It was interesting, John, hearing you mention there about the summer appears to have gone on for a very long time with the season not starting. But I think the old Autoglass Trophy, I think the opening round started last week. Yet the final for the previous season has not yet been played, or the Football League Trophy.
That's a good ball from Rooney. Alex Reid will chase. Everything to his left. He might go alone. It's Reid. Oh, left-footed. Blazes it wide. Created the opening though. And Alex Reid has got the bit between his teeth today.
Yeah, great ball again from the back from Rooney, and Reid finding space. And I think we said earlier on in the first half that as the game progresses, with the fact that Curzon haven't got a big squad, Stockport County's arguable stronger fitness being a full team side will mean that gaps open up in this second half. And you often find that when you get to the last 30 minutes that the gaps will open up, and as I predicted, I think Stockport County will get a couple more goals in this game.
Yeah, Curzon today without the experience of the likes of Matty Waters and Nick Evangelinos, Max Harrop, Luke Merrill, Isaac Sinclair as well, a new signing or a new contract for him in the summer. So plenty of players still to come back for Steve Cunningham's side. Turnbull, look at him, it might only be a pre-season game, but you wouldn't know it. It's not good enough. You could hear him screaming. There was another word in there, I won't repeat that one.
Again, with the season starting late, I think today, John, it's the first preliminary round of the FA Cup, perhaps, with the Ashton United kickoff.
Staley Bridge playing away at Stockport Steels. There's Hogan.
And those preliminary games normally played at the beginning of August, so it's fair to say the season is good 6 to 8 weeks later than previous years.
Dragged back from Kitching, and now Bennett with the cross. It's kept alive by Minihan. Gets the return from Rooney, and then crosses right-footed. Comes back out to Sam Minihan, who attacks the dead ball line. Again, it's well defended by Curzon. Not a convincing clearance though from Marn. Fired back in by Jennings. Comfortable for Mason.
Right start from Richie Bennett up front for Stockport County, John. He's demonstrating that he's not just a target man, but he can play down either wing. And he's knocked a couple of good crosses in, that time from the left, 5 minutes ago from the right. So Richie Bennett, quite a versatile forward option.
Sam Minihan. Good feet again from Rooney. Then a long punt forward from Minihan, overhit. Bit of activity, I think, on the Nash bench. Looks as though they may be using 1 or 2 of their 3 substitutes today. On the bench they've got Noah Stokes, who's a centre half. They've got a winger in Darius Palmer, and a lively attacking player in Connor Hughes as well. Scored against County before. I seem to remember him scoring when we played at Hyde United back in 2015. Back with Josh Barnes, who's had so little to do. He probably should have paid for a ticket, really.
His distribution is good, Josh Barnes. That's one thing I noticed against Rochdale, and I've noticed it again today, John. Of course, Ben Hinchley, probably the best distributor of the ball in non-league. So he'll have his work cut out to match Ben Hinchley, but he appears to be very good with the ball at his feet.
County keeping the ball very nicely. It's a great ball as well from Rooney. He just sees the game so well. Fired across the penalty area, but kept alive by Mark Kitching, who checks inside. A good marauding run this from Kitching. He's inside the area. He's got a chance to cross it now from the left-hand side, but cleared by Poster up towards halfway. Jennings rather got caught under the ball that time, so Oyebo steals. He's trying to take it off him. Oyebo felt he was foul, but
Jordan Keane battling hard there to chase back, and he knocked Oyebo off balance, and Stockport County pick up possession again.
It's going to be County actually who make a couple of changes here as well. Connor Jennings is stripped and ready to come on, and Jordan Williams alongside him. So a couple of changes for both sides in the offing.
Connor Jennings, I guess it'll be the end of Alex Reid's afternoon. He's just drifted out of the game a little bit at the beginning of this half, and here he is.
Clever from Bennett. Reid trying to capitalise, but Tharm dealt with it. Looks a good player actually, young Douglas Tharm, the centre half.
Yeah, I rate him, John. You take into account his age as well, just 21. He looks like he's got a great career in front of him. Kitchen again, he's got so much of the ball.
Yeah, but it's Rooney again, isn't it? Just pulling the strings from midfield. Chance to make these substitutions now.
Adam Thomas, it looks like he's coming off, John.
Yeah, Jennings for...
And Alex Reid as well, yeah.
Jennings, it is Reid, you're right.
I think up front, Jim Gannon's very much got an open mind about who his starting front line's going to be. I think at National League level, John, players do have names printed on the back of the shirts.
Yeah, that's right.
So I suppose the fact that we haven't got names printed on the back of the shirts at the moment underlines the fact that Jim's not yet made his mind up about who his starting 11 are.
So Oyebo is going off. He'll be replaced by Darius Palmer, who's a left winger normally, play through the middle. And the other player making way, I think the skipper might be going off here, Robbie Evans. He's been replaced by Connor Hughes, doesn't it?
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Jordan Williams, John. He went off after 15 minutes against Rochdale. Maybe 20 minutes. He looked to be our best player, so here he's on the ball now.
Straight swaps for Jim Gannon in those wide attacking areas. Williams and Jennings on, Thomas and Reed off. It's an attacking change by Steve Cunningham, though. Hughes a much more aggressive player on the front foot than Evans, so an aggressive change for Steve Cunningham. But it's County got a free kick now with an hour gone. Leading by 2 goals to 0 at the break. No further goals since then. Jennings is going to leave this for Rooney. He'll whip this in right-footed. This will be an in-swinging free kick. Just trying to hang it up towards the far post, making it awkward for the defenders who are holding quite a high line here. Great delivery. County kept it alive. So Kitching back across the face of goal. Cleared by Poshka out to that left-hand side. And the
So
Nash
unlucky.
cleared.
The ball came at Kitchen, fast-paced, headed it first time, and it really could have gone anywhere as it flashed across the face of the goal. And unfortunately, Richie Bennett just couldn't get his head to it. But had the ball been a little bit lower, that would have been 3-0. But very attacking formation now by Stockport County. And Jordan Williams up front, I understand that we paid a substantial fee to file John by non-league standards, although it was undisclosed. I understand it was 5 figures, so big expectations on his shoulders this season from Jim Gannon.
Connor Hughes, who's come on by the way for Curzon Ashton, did have a chance to move to County when he left Halifax a few years ago, but he turned down that opportunity, moved to Bradford Park Avenue instead. Here's Jordan Williams. That's a great first touch from Williams. Gets it out from under his feet. He's got a chance to cross from the left hand side. He's drilled that right into the breadbasket of Marcus Poshka.
Oh, it brings a smile to my face when the breadbasket gets mentioned, John.
His eyes will be watering.
But Jordan Williams there, his first touch was superb. The ball coming to him from an awkward height. Just touched it with his left foot and had it under control straight away. I think he might actually be a 2-footed player, Jordan Williams.
Corner for the Hatters, 4th of the day. And they extend their lead further from this set piece. Right-footed, deep far post. There's the header.
That's a great corner.
Brilliant delivery. Connor Jennings rising to meet it. Put his head in his hands as if he felt that he maybe should have got that on target. But as you rightly say, great delivery.
It was Liam Hogan, wasn't it? He would fancy himself to knock that in at the far post, but John Rooney there knocking the ball exactly where he wanted it to go, and he seems to be taking everything at the moment. Free kicks, corners, throw-ins. He's everywhere, John
He's
Rooney.
probably been the most impressive player for County this afternoon.
And
Here's another change, by the way, for the Hatters. Connor Jennings is going off. There's another change as well for the Nash shortly.
Looks like it's Lois Maynard, is it coming up?
Yeah, getting to that stage where there's a flurry of substitution. I wonder if there's going to be a change in shape for the Hatters here. Actually, no, there isn't. Jordan Keane's going to drop in to take over that left-sided centre-half berth, and Maynard pushing into midfield.
Yeah, so you'd say it's 3 centre-halves with 2 wing-backs with Sam and Kitchen on this left-hand side.
Curzon are moving Dale Whittam further up the pitch to play as a striker because they're taking off their trialist, the number 9. A centre-half in Noah Stokes. Paul Turnbull's been handed the paperwork to reflect Richie Bennett trying to have a little look at what it is. Jokingly showing it to Ash Palmer before he shoved it down his sock now. Keane, good header. So Noah Stokes is on for the visitors. Player Stokes. signed in the summer, the Aussie centre-half, recommended actually by Frank Sinclair, former Mansfield youngster, but had a dislocated knee last summer, which really hampered his progress last season. He's only 18 years of age. So, a real prospect for Noah Stokes, wearing 14. The sun has just gone behind the clouds. It's a little cooler around Edgeley Park now. Keane takes his throw. The Hearts are still leading by 2-0 against Curzon Ashton midway through the second half. Sam Minihan unable to win the corner off Darius Palmer on that far side. Palmer, who's a former kickboxer, winning the throw. Whittle. Header away by Maynard. Stokes squares the ball. Centre half Tharm. He's really gone to a back four here. Curzon. Just trying to provide a bit more support to the versatile Dale Whittam, who's now playing as a centre forward. Midfielder. Here's Bennett. It's opened up here for Jordan Williams. Heavy first touch though allows Turnbull to turn it back to goalkeeper Cam Mason.
Yeah, shame for Jordan. Shame for Jordan Williams there. The ball came at him quite quickly. He just got the first touch, but he looks like he's going to be the target man.
Craig Larner switched to this midfield berth now. He started the game as a left wing back for the Nash. Turnbull, quick free kick, delivers it out to the left flank. It's a brilliant diagonal ball from Turnbull. Great control by Palmer, but well picked out by Turnbull. And Palmer now driving into the penalty area, crosses towards Dale Whittam, plucked out of the air by Barnes, and a very composed piece of goalkeeping again from the former Derby youngster.
Yeah, he did well there, Palmer, to get the better of Liam Hogan. It was a dangerous cross, but yeah, safe hands there from Josh Barnes. He'll be very pleased to have kept a clean sheet, and with quarter of this game left, he'll be very pleased with his performance.
Richie Bennett on the right wing. Tharm again does well though. He does look the player, the young centre back. Maynard forced to concede the throw. County's pre-season so far, 2-0 home defeats against Fleetwood and Rochdale, no shame in those results. A 1-0 home win over Salford, a 2-0 win at Colne. And County at the moment heading for their third successive clean sheet and another victory, leading by 2-0 in this one.
So the 9 in a row started with three wins like that, John, so who knows?
Palmer, Maynard. Kitchen's on the move. Oh, and he's not been spotted. Maynard went the other way. Kitchen frustrated. Maynard acknowledges the run. Gets it eventually, but it's a little late. Maynard to Hogan. Hogan now right-footed down that touchline. County's Connor Jennings to chase. Twisting and turning, trying to create the opening, and wins the throw. Always hard working, always alive to the opportunities, Connor Jennings. From the Tranmere man.
I was just going to say, for any viewers who don't know what the reference 9 in a row means, Stockport County winning 9 games in a row without conceding a goal, and that is still an English League record, I believe, John.
It is 2006-2007. Sir Jim Gannon. Palmer. Oh, lovely touch from Jennings. Opens it up for Minihan, who dinks it back to Jennings on the volley, right across the face of goal. That would have been a collector's item. What a beautiful move.
It was a fantastic move, and if for those of you who remember Holland, when Hollett and Van Basten got that memorable goal where Van Basten volleyed it from the right hand side of the area into the far corner, it had the hallmark of that. superb back heel from Conor Jennings first of all to Salmini, and then chipped the ball for Conor Jennings to hit it on the volley, and that was lovely to watch. Lovely to watch.
Poshka riding the challenges. He's done well, bundling his way through, but in the end, the sheer weight of numbers, too many blue shirts crowding him out. Kitching back to Barnes.
Ran out of skill and energy there, I think, Poshka, John. It was a good start to his move, but just ran out of options, and as you say, ran into trouble. The ball easily taken off him in the end.
He had a fairly underwhelming loan spell with the Hatters, March 2016, 2-month spell, but only played 3 games, Marcus Poshka, on loan from Bury. So he's a player who's good experience and a decent career. Made his debut in a 2-0 defeat at North Ferriby. Sends shudders down your spine, doesn't it? Hey?
Well, you mentioned Bury. I understand that a new Bury has been set up. AFC Bury in the northwest counties. Would they start in the 2nd division?
Good luck to them, yeah.
It'll be a bit like FC United. They'll have a big following initially, lots of easy promotions for the first few years. Then you get to the Conference North level, and you need much more than enthusiasm to progress from that level.
They'll probably hope to do something similar to certainly Curzon and Ashton, who they were actually down in the Northern Counties League when County were in the Championship. So you can see how rapid their rise has been. Great work by people like Harry Twamley, the chairman, who founded the club in 1963, and of course you mentioned the manager earlier on, John Flanagan, synonymous with the success that the Nash have enjoyed, but I'm sure Steve Cunningham is the kind of figure, the kind of character who can bring more success to that particular part of Tameside. It's great to see they're letting under-16s in free this season. It's a terrific gesture, so competitive in that part of the world. There's plenty of football to watch if you're in Tameside. Here's Williams again, down the left side, trying to win the corner, and he's disappointed to see the referee indicate the goal kick.
Yeah, letting under-16s in for free, I wasn't aware of that fact. That's a great initiative, John. I know Stockport County in the old days tried to make a fuss of giving out free tickets to schools, but if you can get people in a pattern of going week in, week out, if it's free, it's a habit that sticks. Great initiative.
To attract youngsters there. The average gates of around 400 or 500, but it is the way to grow them for sure.
Curzon having a lot of possession. It seems to be running out of steam in the way that we might have expected them to.
Well kept in, isn't it, by Mark? His right wing, tussling down by the corner flag. The linesman's got that horribly wrong, and Mark Kitchen spelling that out to him.
Well, Mark Kitchen wasting his energy there, rowing with the referee. Whether the linesman got it wrong or not, it's the throw-in. And even when the officials are wrong, John, they're right. And that's,
he did get it horribly wrong, though. Witten gives it away cheaply. Not sure what he was thinking then. And County could counter-attack. Minihan just had to check his run then. Lost a little bit of momentum. Maynard, Hogan, Palmer now on his own 18-yard line. King, Rooney. It's almost iconic the way he plays the game, John Rooney, but his accuracy in passing and his range of passing from that centre circle is a sight to behold.
It'd also be interesting to look at the stats on the number of yards covered by John Rooney in a match. He does work very hard, John, in the 2 games that I've seen him play.
Terrific addition to the squad. I mentioned there about Curzon's community initiatives. I should just mention Stockport County's Community Foundation team are up for an award. You can vote at thevernon.co.uk. It's a vote that closes on the 1st of October, and funding is available to the winners in these particular awards. So if you get the opportunity to visit the Vernon's website, it's the Social Wellbeing Programme which has been chosen by the Vernon for their Community Awards for 2020. So if you get the opportunity to support that, it would be much appreciated by Dave Wardle and the team here at Edgeley Park, who do such a tremendous job.
Well, that was a great move from Stockport County then. Well worked between Richie Bennett, John Rooney, who was involved, and the ball finally breaking for Jordan Williams in a lot of space on the edge of the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. Took his time to take his shot, and unfortunately mishit it slightly, and it went well wide of the keeper's right-hand post. But the game's beginning to open up, John, with in these later stages, and perhaps the tiredness and the fresh legs, or the fresher legs of the full-time pros might see a few more openings carved out in these next few minutes.
Yeah, just over 10 to play, still 2-0 to the Hatters. The only real chance County have had in this second half to extend their lead has been that terrific volley from Connor Jennings, which flashed across the face of the Curzon Ashton goal, but it's been a much more even contest in this second half, and Steve Cunningham will be pleased about that.
Yeah, it's certainly not how I would have predicted the game would pan out, John. Curzon not tiring perhaps in the way we expected. Stockport County not really getting hold of the game, and certainly not carving out as many chances as I would have expected. And certainly since the substitutions were made, with Richie Bennett coming on, Jordan Williams, Connor Jennings, Stockport County nowhere near as dominant as you might have expected on paper. So full marks to Curzon Ashton.
Bennett miscontrols, kicks the ball away in frustration. Curzon throw. Bennett, lovely layoff to Williams. This could be the chance. Oh, he should have played that early. Jennings had made a wonderful run. Carried the ball wide, crosses it in, but the chance has gone really. Gives it straight to Cam Mason. The chance roll. Look at Connor Jennings screaming at Jordan Williams. We would have appreciated a pass then.
Yeah, and I guess in our vantage point here, opposite the Danny Bagara stand, a great viewing point. You can see the obvious ball. Connor Jennings could see that ball as well. He'd made the run, and rather frustrated that Jordan Williams kept his head down, ploughed a furrow down the left-hand side, and knocked a tame crossing that was easy for Mason to take at shoulder height.
Such an experienced player now, Connor Jennings. Very different to the player that came here on loan in 2012, but didn't he set the place alight then? 8 goals in 16 appearances. He was an out-and-out goal scorer. Now a much more rounded attacking winger, come attacking midfielder. But still has goals in the locker as well. What a great addition to the squad with that experience that he's gained from his promotions with Tranmere Rovers. Turnbull laying it off to Marn. 2 experienced players linking up in the midfield there for the Nash. Out towards that left wing for Palmer. Palmer hassled and harried out towards the touchline. It's a throw into Curzon Ashton.
Yeah, getting no change out of Liam Hogan there, who he's had a very steady game, John. And as we said earlier, he's going to be club captain, and he has all the characteristics of a captain. Aggressive, inspirational, he talks on the pitch. The other players look like they respect him, and I think he'll be starting the season with the captain's armband.
Speaking of captains, Paul Turnbull, good to see him with his new club here today, and we should just mention Sam Walker as well, who's moved on and signed for Macclesfield Town. We wish him all the very best with the Silkmen. It'd be good to see him. I think it's, memory serves, December the 1st, I think, is when County face Macclesfield Town.
I missed the news that Sam Walker had gone to Macclesfield. That's a good signing for Macclesfield. He's 33 years old, but still looked very fit. Played here 2 weeks ago before he before he went to Macclesfield, even though we knew he'd been released. And I know he was a popular figure around the ground and with the fans, John. So yeah, we wish him all the best.
Liam Hogan's making way for Jordan Downing here. Jordan Downing is another one who's had a very, very good pre-season. He's impressed so far every time he's come on.
Well, Liam Hogan's just felt his hamstring there, John. So
yeah, he's gone straight to Luke Young, hasn't he? Luke Smith, rather, the physio.
Might see him rested for Tuesday night. Geisley, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tuesday. And it's away.
Yeah, it is away.
So we might see Liam Hogan rested for that game. He's going straight to the changing room.
Yeah, look at that. He's straight down the tunnel. So Jordan Downing's on.
Jordan Downing, the youngster, is he 6'3", John?
He's actually 6'4". He's a player, of course, who's come through the ranks here. 11 first-team appearances now, though, in competitive fixtures. So starting to make a name for himself at Edgeley Park.
I think I mentioned when we last commentated, he does remind me of a young Michael Raines. Michael Raines made his debut when he was very young. I think he might have been 18, Michael Raines, when he made his debut away at Swansea in a League Cup game, if memory serves. But also a great career with several league clubs, including Crewe and Oxford.
Yeah, I think Jordan benefited from loans out with Clitheroe and Stockport Town. So keen to make sure he's involved in the 16 this season. Oh, Rooney, great skill again. And flicks the ball out for Jennings again on that right-hand side. This could be 3, but Mason makes a good save. But John Rooney again at the heart of everything good that County are doing.
Yeah, John Rooney, arguably head and shoulders above anybody else in the middle of the park here, and he's been absolutely dominant in the second half after having a very accomplished first half. And it's not just the way he uses the ball, it's his running off the ball as well, John. Very energetic player, carving out a great chance for Conor Jennings. Well saved by Mason.
He's going to be a big player for County this season as Palmer tries to stretch and reach that ball at the far post, but it flashes wide, goes behind for a goal kick to the visitors. County with 14 attempts on goal this afternoon. Curzon Ashton just 2. The scoreline of 2-0. Just about reflects that, but it has been a much more even second 45 minutes.
Jordan Williams taking that corner from the right-hand side there, John, and I would have preferred to see Kitchen taking that corner, but there must be a reason why we've got a centre forward taking the corner. It reminds me of when I think it was Roy Hodgson used to have Harry Kane taking the corners for England. You want your goal scorers in the area. There's a reason why I'm standing here and why Jim Gannon's standing in the dugout.
Turnbull with a free kick for the Nash, just inside County territory. Less than 5 to play. 2-0 County lead. Diagonal right to left. Flicks off the head of Lois Maynard and goes out for corner number 4 for Curzon this afternoon.
Paul Turnbull taking just about every free kick that Curzon have had this game. He's looking like he's going to be a great signing for them, John, as we would expect.
Tharm back across the face of goal. It comes to Thornley. Thornley trying to work it onto his right. Has to take the shot with his left in the end. It was on target. Tame effort. Comfortable save for Josh Barnes.
I think that's the first time Thornley's hit it with his left foot. He looks dead on his feet as well, John.
Throw out from Barnes, just slightly misjudged there by Mark Kitchen, and he's lucky to get a throw-in out of it. Takes it quickly and finds room.
What I would say about Tharm, the centre-half, the 21-year-old centre-half for Curzon, seems to have made a Lazarus-type recovery from his dislocated shoulder in the first half. But other than that abrasion, he's been very dominant in the air. He's been their target man from corners. If I was Jim Gannon, I'd be writing down Tharm's name and asking someone to keep an eye on him. He looks like a prospect to me.
Yeah, he looks like a player, doesn't he? The Wirral-born centre-half. Signed on a free from Wrexham this last month. Made 7 appearances for the Red Dragons before leaving. Downing, Minihan, Maynard. Gets his head up early, Maynard, looking at the options, finding Rooney. Keeps it simple this time, Rooney. Tucks it back to Palmer. Keane. Kitching. Ooh, it was a hospital ball, I think they used to call that, from Keane. Quite put enough on it.
What is it? Ashton's up, do it.
Kitchen feeling like he should have had a free kick, but no harm done. I think if it was a man of the match award, it would be between Kitchen and John Rooney today. John, in terms of the score sheet, 2-0, you would have expected, particularly at 2-0 at half time, you'd have expected Stockport County to win by a more comfortable scoreline, but it's been a great workout. Jim will have learned a lot more about his players and his squad. Probably a bit closer to thinking about what his starting lineup's going to be on the 3rd of October. But plenty of games to go before the end of the season. I think we're playing every Saturday. There's a couple of Tuesday games, isn't there?
As you say, a good workout, particularly this second half, and Steve Cunningham was pleased that the Nash have put up a real fight since the restart. And you can see how valuable Paul Turnbull is going to be to them this season. He's had a good game in the middle of the park. Long ball out from Stokes, the Aussie centre-half is laid off by Whittam. Gets it back again, more by accident than design, from Connor Hughes. Finds Palmer, it's opened up for the shot, it's on target. But a comfortable save again for Barnes, but Curzon Ashton looking a much more threatening proposition since the restart.
They are, although if I was to predict their season...
and it's given away by Downing on the far side. This could be a chance for Whittam. Should have done better. Blazes wide, and it's the final kick of the game. Jim Gannon will be relieved that his side have held on to a clean sheet, because that was a horror of a mistake on the far side on the edge of the County penalty area. But it's County who claim the 2-0 victory this afternoon, and in fairness, they've been on top and dominated the game until that last minute when they almost conceded to Dale Whittam. The Hatters taking the lead on 18 minutes, a weak back pass from Craig Marn, intercepted by Alex Reid, who rounded the goalkeeper Cam Mason to slot home and give County the advantage. Niall Bell should have doubled it on 24 minutes, but he blazed over the bar. County had further chances for Adam Thomas, Mark Kitching and Sam Minahan, who all went close before half time. Mark Kitching actually hit the crossbar before, on the stroke of the break of half time, Adam Thomas made sure that County went in at the break with a 2-0 advantage as he started and finished a brilliant move with a low shot to deceive the keeper at his near post. Connor Jennings came close to extending the lead in the second half, a volley on 73 minutes flashing across the face of goal, and then 5 minutes from time Connor Jennings denied by Cam Mason after some great work by John Rooney. 2-0 to the Hatters, 3 clean sheets in a row, 3 victories in a row for County, and Jim Gannon, I think he'll be delighted with this pre-season and the way it's progressing, John Whelan.
Yeah, and Jim did say they were playing the tougher teams, the teams that were about to start their league challenge early on, and then we play the non-league sides later, and that's indeed the way it's working out. Three wins on the bounce, no goals conceded. An error by Jordan Downing at the end there that probably on a different day would have resulted in a goal, means that Josh Barnes finishes his full goalkeeping debut for Stockport County with a clean sheet. He'll be delighted with that. I think in midfield there's no doubt that John Rooney's going to be at the hub of everything this season, John. But up front, Jim's still got options. He's I don't think he's going to have seen anything today that'll make him convinced about his starting lineup, other than I think Alex Reid is certainly valued for a starting place. Did himself no harm with his goal today. Adam Thomas as well, probably going to be a starting player as well. He's in a rich vein of form with his performances in the last couple of games as well. So options up front. His midfield looks looks like it'll pick itself with Jordan Keane, John Rooney, as I said, and Adam Thomas on the right hand side. Defence, we've got cover in every position. So it's just up front. We've been scoring. But we probably have to mention that it's been against weaker opposition than we'll face when the season starts, and like every team in any league, John, it's goals that will make the difference between being at the top and being in the mid-table. So looking to see a few more goals in the next few games, and Guiseley will be great to watch on Tuesday. You'd expect us to win that comfortably, and again it'd be nice to see some of our strikers getting on the score sheet. But a great workout. Jim's going to be very satisfied with this squad, covering every position, and I think he said in his interview with Stockport Express last week there's no weaknesses in any position, and I think I'd underline that. I think he's right.
John Whelan, thanks for your time this afternoon from My Digital Accounts, sponsoring our coverage, our live coverage on YouTube this afternoon of Stockport County against Curzon Ashton. It's another win for the Hatters. Goals from Adam Thomas and from Alex Reid in the first half, giving County a 2-0 victory this afternoon. We move on to Guiseley, of course, on Tuesday night. Again, make sure you're tuned in from 7:45. That's kickoff time at Guiseley at Nethermore, when County will face Ash Palmer's former club in their 6th pre-season friendly as the build-up continues to the new season. Don't forget, all the reaction will be on our YouTube channel and indeed on all of our social channels here at Stockport County later this afternoon. But it is full time here at Edgeley Park, and it's another win for the Hatters. Stockport County 2, Curzon Ashton 0.